Coming to you live from Johannesburg for the very first time in 2025. It's another Feel Good Friday. Welcome to Trendz Live on SABC. Kamalama Mngedisi, but you can call me Mne. It's another installment of Feel Good lifestyle, music and fashion entertainment. We've got a fire show for you tonight, and I can tell you that we're packing some heat. Remember, drop us your comments on X. The handle is @Trendz on SABC. Now, it's another week, which means another news wrap. Here's a look at some of the stories that made headlines and trended locally and internationally within the entertainment circles. From sorrows to fashion and music, Refule Matela compiled this quick look.
Tributes continue to pour in, remembering the mother and vocal powerhouse Winnie Nxumalo. The 51-year-old Afro-pop singer's untimely death was announced earlier this week, much to the surprise of her many fans. The Ministry of Sport, Arts and Culture reflected on her long history in the industry with a statement. And just as the SA music industry was coming to terms with Nxumalo's passing, another blow was dealt by the death of Victor Bogopane, aka Doc Shebeleza. The Kwaito star, also aged 51, added to SA's rich tapestry of music, style and township iconography. Robalang Kgotso. Staying with artists, famed Canadian music producer and rapper Trendz is set to perform his second show in South Africa tomorrow night. The Grammy Award winner for Best Dance Electronic Album enjoys a great following from South African audiences. It's award season, starting off with the Golden Globes celebrating a night of excellence in the TV and film industry. Big winners included The Brutalist, Wicked, and crime comedy Emilia Perez, starring Zoe Saldana. Fashion moments were plentiful as the world's biggest TV, film stars, and creators came out to play. We'll be watching. Sean Diddy Combs remains in the headlines this week following the announcement of a docuseries detailing new allegations against the music mogul. Over 30 insiders, including former employees and alleged victims, paint a grim picture of his behavior, shedding light as well on his treatment of former girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Combs remains behind bars in New York awaiting trial. That's all for this week. Stay trendy.
We're back again with another news wrap for you next week. Now, here's something truly exciting that I've got for you tonight. She's a 21-year-old trailblazing musical sensation. She's in studio. I'm going to be chatting to her a bit later on, but right now, she's going to be performing her hit track, Amagia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Zee Nxumalo. Enjoy. Welcome back to Trendz Live. Now, this next one has been booked and busy all year. We're unable to get her the festive season because every party scene was Decembering and they had her on every single lineup. And it's no surprise because in 2024, she came up and she left no stone unturned. Multi-platinum selling 21-year-old trailblazing amapiano sensation Zee Nxumalo firmly cemented her spot in Mzansi's musical landscape with her impeccable catchy flow on any beat that she jumps on. The Thula Maboda and Funk 55 hitmaker has emerged as one of South Africa's most exciting young talents, and we're delighted to catch up with her right now on Trendz Live. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
Yo, Ukateli festive was, yeah, ne? Happy New Year. It's nice to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, you had a really busy year last year and your festive season was even busier. Tell me, what was it like touring your first December, performing everywhere? What was that experience like?
Yo, it's been a lot, but it's been a lot of love as well, especially from like ama province because they see Hambili South Africa December, and it's been great. But more than anything, ingifundise isikhathi yabo, especially because ngumuntu off behind. Ngithanda ukuba late.
Oh, I see.
Yabo, but it costed us a lot. Like, for example, when you miss a flight, you have to pay for the next flight because the promoters azingeni. Yeah, but it was great.
But you did it. You did it. I mean, you shot to your stardom in 2024. Talk me through the year. For you, like, what was that experience like coming from Angazman? You know, when you experience like, okay, yeah, you're Superman.
Yeah.
What was this year like? What is this transformative experience like?
It's been growth ever since. You know, ever since the release of Funk 55, like Angazman like in a weekend, ever. So that means like the whole year from Friday to Sunday, we've been gigging like that. So it's been a lot of gigs actually, I don't want to lie. It's been a lot of gigs, it's been a lot of rehearsals, it's been a lot of less studio because I'm a gigs at studio. So this year I think I need to prioritize studio more for, you know, more music.
Of course, because we want more hits, but we're not complaining because we should do mad. Let's talk about TikTok. You found your stardom on TikTok. How did you manage to maneuver to the top? Because there are a lot of people who are looking to make it through TikTok. What was the secret?
I mean, TikTok is about adapting to the trends, you know, and also consistent. You have to be very consistent in terms of posting. Also, if you method day one, I say, try the next one. Don't do the same thing over and over again, because a lot of people are like, you must use a hashtag, but even there go island, no matter what the mama hashtag amanganan. So it's just adapt to the trends
and just keep pushing until you get it done.
Absolutely.
I love that. Let's talk about your EP, 10 tracks. It's called Injaye Game. You released it in November. What are some of the experiences that you talk about in this EP?
So Injaye Game is an incorporation of basically who I am as a vocalist, because most of the songs that I've been on and songs that have been exposed to the world are far different from each other. Like, for example, Yashi Fomo was a Gqom song, Amagia is Afrotech, La Moshka is a category amapiano different. So it was just basically me showing people that I'm very much versatile and I'm a vocalist.
Oh, we believe in you. Yeah. One thing that I can tell you.
Because amapiano sensation, amapiano.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're a multi-talented musician. I was going to say, a little birdie told me that you coined your sound as amapiano and Afro pop.
Yes.
So I wanted to figure out, I mean, out of all the genres that you could have chosen, why did you go to that niche market?
So I started off as an Afro-pop singer, vocalist, do you understand? And obviously I didn't thrive in that market, maybe or whatever, because amapiano put me on, and that's one thing I can never ever take away from amapiano. But I love writing, I love expressing my feelings, I love you understand? I want someone to understand what I'm talking about. And when I say I don't mean about deep or anything, but I just want you to get what I'm feeling. For example, it was just me telling people that I'm in the hood. So yeah, that's how we incorporate the two. Because you know, Afropop is all about songwriting, making the, you know, the listener would so yeah, just basically that.
No, I hear you. Were you not scared when you collab with like about DJ Tira, Simi, Papi Kuba? Were you not scared with, hey, maybe their sound is a bit you know, maybe different, or you are just like Nyangena with the big dogs? Hey!
No, I wasn't scared. More than anything, I was excited because, you know, it's always nice to, you know, experience because probably now bakhathele into A1 over and over again. And I think I speak for most listeners, mangithi like, mangena bengiyinto entsha. You know, something different to the ear. So yeah, I was excited.
A breath of fresh air. And then Amagia happens. You collab with Lala Tukzen. Tell me, did you know, at which point did you know with this one has the makings of Song of the Year? Because for me, it was my Song of the Year, and I think a lot.
It was my Song of the Year.
Oh, yeah. So when did you know?
Both of us. When Tukzen stood up immediately. At us focusing because it was a studio camp, right? So there's a lot of people in the studio camp as you record the music. And then when I was recording Lengomale, ngang record no funky cool. Why is what? Wasukuma wangena ku live. Waqala wa editor, was more producer, press. And then when I left Devon, I knew that out of the 5 songs that I recorded, one of them is Song of the Year, another one is Yokika, another one is Yago TikTok, another one is I'm joking.
You're telling the truth. Oh man, and your work speaks for itself because you are a multi-platinum selling. I mean, Funk 55 is like 7 times platinum. Tell me, how do you stay at the top of your game? How did you not burn out in 2024? I
think hunger. The hunger kept it going because mina ngumuntu ongenayo discipline, but at least I'm hungry. So consistency is a bit hard for me, but at least into mangifuna ngizoyenza ngoba yona ngiyayifuna. Understand? So most importantly it was hunger, and more than anything ama fans ayithatha kancane lento yokusi appreciate, but they don't know ukuthi iyasiphusha. Yabo uthi noma ungafuna ukuye gigini immediately might Zee Nxumalo bese bahlala now energy uyavuka noma kuthiwa bathi uperform ka 16 in a night uteam yami yazi mina ngikhathala amasemgwaqweni masifika staging
you come alive.
Ngiyavuka.
And that's why we love you. Then you went on a Euro tour. You come from the UK. What was that experience like? What did that teach you? Also, maybe how did that motivate you?
It definitely taught me that we can shoot even higher, like higher. Because, you know, when we went to the UK, I don't want to lie, and a lot of people can attest to the fact that I was scared. I was panicking. Facebook. And then so I was very much scared. But immediately when we got to perform, I'm like, no, these people actually know our music. Like like sing along until uzukqeda set. So it was definitely something you can take it to the top.
It's truly beautiful. 2025 is looking you right in the eye. What's next for a superstar like you? I know the pressure must be getting worse, but what does 2025 have on the card? Hey, yesterday's prize is not today's prize. What's next for you this year?
I need more music. I'm gonna commit myself to studio. We're gonna like more music. Gigs, I think Kikile 2024. But booking.
Yeah, we want more. We want
more music more than anything.
We want more studio time. We want more performances. We want to see more of you. We adore you. We love you, and I think I speak for the entirety of South Africa when we say, we are behind you 100%. So all the best. End of 2025. My goodness me, it's the multi-talented hit maker, 21 years old. My goodness me, it's Zee Nxumalo on the Trendz live stage. She's going to perform now. I'm dying to hear it. I know you are too. Here she is now with a hit track titled Ngisakuthanda.
kona sibaniti kulendlela yokufuna thando langempela kodwa Telukolo mahanile telukolo mutua Angina suta mafuta sopega amina telukolo mahanile Angina suta mafuta
que no sangue wakuya ikubone solo upusa na bafana bakema dale tenu yalanga paesta que no sangue wakuya ikubone solo upusa na bafana bakema Telukolo mangonile telukolo mutua Nangingazi ukuthi amaphutha sospekala Mina telukolo Mina telukolo Mina telukolo Standa sami Nangingazi ukuthi amaphutha sospekala Dale telukolo Maestra que nos ama telukolo mangonile mina telukolo upuza na bafana telukolo mangonile mina dale telukolo Maestra que nos ama telukolo mangonile ikubone solo telukolo muntu wami
Welcome back to the show. Remember to keep up with us on X. The handle is @Trendz on SABC. So, we've landed in the new year, but have you had an opportunity to listen to yourself? Have time to reflect on the year that was and plan ahead for this new one? Well, getting out of the hustle and bustle of the city does not need to cost you an arm and a leg. Look for those spaces that offer you a journey back into time and a chance to connect with nature. Our content producer, Refule Matela, stumbled across this peaceful resort in the east of Pretoria.
There's a hidden gem amongst the farms and the vastness of Pretoria East where you can find peace of mind and some tranquility without traveling out of the province. As the year begins and after the festive season, it's important to tap into your sense of adventure and find solace before the busy year ahead.
My name is Dr. Annandale. We're on our family property called Nkwe Resort. We're on the east side of Pretoria and fairly close to the East Rand as well. This is a family resort, which is a caravan park with chalets, and it has the Pinars River running through here with a big waterfall that cascades into a rock pool, which is a very popular attraction. We also have day visitors that come in. Most of them come in to have their braai and their visits with their family. So it's a family resort. It's a very popular resort.
The space also offers some retro accommodation if you're feeling like a total change of scenery, be transported into a different way of life while caravanning.
I used to come and visit my parents because I stayed in Natal, and I used to come with my caravan. And I used to park in the bush here, and I thought that this would be an ideal place for a caravan park. So I thus started that 40 years ago.
They're well maintained and looked after. That is the main thing. It's got to be, everybody has to be accepted and neat.
Yeah, the static ones are simply for the people that don't have caravans, but they like the lifestyle, and it's a cheap way of accommodation. So they're exceptionally popular. And yeah, we fully booked just about every weekend, simply because it's a small accommodation, cheap accommodation, but yet they can enjoy the pleasures of the area.
The historic land of Nkwe also features Anglo-Boer war relics, dassies and beautiful bird life. But on this day, I was confined to my cabin, relaxing and taking a breather.
Our chalets are self-catering. All you have to do is bring yourself and your food. Everything is inside the chalet itself. We've got 8 sleepers and we've got 4 sleepers. And then we have caravans that are permanent, that you can rent out as a cheaper type of accommodation. It also sleeps full.
The hiking trail was started by my son, who is also present on management here. But this whole ridge here that runs east of Pretoria was one of the last conventional warfare in the Second Boer War, where the English and the Boers fought. And the fortifications that the Boers built runs along the whole ridge here. And my son decided 2 years ago to make a hiking trail out of it.
The comments that we get from the people is really, it's unbelievable for a place like this. It's not a holiday resort, but it's a weekend resort, let's put it that way. And the people that come here on weekends, they enjoy it. They really say that it's something different. Because it's a weekend resort, and as you heard, we don't hear loud music. And the people enjoy it.
The resort is also an ideal tranquil picnic spot for those looking for a hidden gem close to home, with the soothing sounds of the Pinar Rivier cascading down a waterfall. Shh, don't say I told you.
Truly magical. Now, onto a charming theatrical performance. If the classical sounds of ABBA's Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia are a nostalgic musical resonation for you, then this one is a must-see. Mzansi Ballet returns with the ABBA Show, a Cinderella Story, a culmination of the magic of fairy tales and, of course, hits that have warmed our homes for many decades. This, however, isn't your typical traditional version of Cinderella. Let's find out what the spectacle promises at the Pieter Toerien Theatre in Monte Cassino.
A whimsical ballet comes alive on stage. It's a magical celebration of an enchanting fairy tale translated through the art form of ballet.
It's New Year, it's a fantastic new beginning for us in South Africa, and so Cinderella to the music of ABBA is the perfect way to celebrate this new coming. And so that is why we created the show a few years ago already, and it is now backed by popular demand, and the audiences are loving it. There are so many fantastic aspects to it, and the dancing is just so beautiful, and the audiences sing along and dance along. And that's why it's the best way to start 2025. ABBA is such a timeless group, and with the emergence of the Mamma Mia movies, with the musical, it has created a whole new young audience. Cinderella is such a timeless piece that has been around for 200 years or more. And the bringing together of these two timeless pieces just fits so beautifully. And so therefore, our audiences are just loving it.
It's an unforgettable rendition of fantasy, just more trendy and filled with unconventional characters. With a few twists and hilarious moments, the show is specifically curated to narrate the tale through incredible costumes and, of course, flawless choreography.
We really take this traditional story that everybody loves and we flip it on its head just a little bit. We bring in a little bit more interesting choreography. I've added in a bit of whacking and voguing, and we have audience participation, so we have the audience coming up and dancing with us on stage. So it's not your traditional ballet, but we've still included those magical moments that everybody comes to the ballet for. we're telling a Cinderella story. We can't talk to the audience. At least we have the words now in our beautiful ABBA music, but we need to tell the story through our bodies. So everything that I choreograph has a particular reason to either show that she's sad or down, or that her sister's being super aggressive and a bit nasty to her. That's what drives what I will create.
How does that music tie in perfectly with the story of Cinderella through ballet?
If you actually listen to the words in each track, we've specifically chosen what they're saying and what they're trying to tell through their singing. It was a strange thing to find that there was a track for each particular part of the ballet.
Staying true to the trajectory of the storyline, amidst some additional sprinkles of comedy, modern nuances proved imperative for the creatives.
Balletically, we have stayed very much true to the story. We have included a very interesting rendition of the fairy godmother, and we have a fantastic person that portrays the fairy godmother, and I think that is the little twist to the tale. But other than that, the story is easy. We have made it a little bit more relevant and more now by setting it in a hairdressing saloon. But apart from that, it is the Cinderella story. Point shoes, tiaras, on the most sparkly point shoes. The girls are just truly celebrating Cinderella in this timeless telling of a tale that is so beautiful and so easy to understand and so easy to read. For me, it's the growth and the development of dancers, because it's such a corny story in so many ways. The music is also, again, such candy floss, and yet the real ballet dancing that is required, the real technique, and the growth and development of the characters, and then to see the audiences react to it.
With a touch of ABBA's classical melodies, this graceful ballet does justice to a noble girl's happy ending. Against all adversity, including patience for her mean stepsisters, the diamante slipper indeed fits its suitable ballerina owner, and Cinda earns the rewards of her kindness. The ABBA Show, a spectacular reminder that dreams do really come true.
Give me an ABBA show any day, any day. Now, from a small town in the northwest to the grand runways of Paris Fashion Week, Tshegofatso Chanda is weaving her dreams into reality. Her journey is a testament to resilience, creativity, and the power of starting over. Tonight, we take you into the inspiring world of this talented designer whose crochet creations are turning heads on the global stage.
Gracing the runway in Europe at the 2024 Paris Fashion Week is a dream come true for the Northwest-born fashion designer Tshegofatso Chanda. Her creations were all realized in the cozy corner of her workspace at home.
Back then, we used to have a subject called handwork back in the days. So I learned my crochet within that subject. So I was doing it for fun. And I loved it. So it became my hobby back then. So as I grew, I left the hooks and I followed a different path.
As life unfolded, Tshegofatso found herself tangled in other demands of her career, far from fashion. But her love for yarn pulled her back into her calling.
I started crocheting in 2019. And the reason why I started crocheting is because I was just going through a bad time, a dark time of my life. And my mom then advised me that pick up the hooks so that you get your mind off what is stressing you. And that's when I picked them up. I made one sweater jersey, a green jersey, which I call a metaphor. I made it for myself. And not only that, I also wanted to test the water. I wanted to see how people will be responding to it. So what I then did is, after I've made it, I took it to FB, Facebook. There's a group called Brown Sense. I don't know if you know about it. So I uploaded on Brown Sense. So that day I got about 560 messages. People appreciating it, people wanting it, people wanting to know how much it is. I had about 1,000 something likes. So then I knew that this is it.
The momentum on social media gave her the push to fully commit to creating contemporary crochet pieces. It was only a matter of time before she took on world stages.
I applied for the Department of Arts and Culture. These are the people that made my dream come true, and they sponsored my trip to showcase in Paris. Paris was beautiful. I'm in love with Paris. Paris opened doors for me, if I were to say it like that. I met industry experts in the fashion industry. I met buyers, I met fashionistas in Paris. So for me, what it did also, in terms of a brand, in terms of my brand, which is Tshegofatso Chanda crochet brand, that trip made my brand to be taken serious. It gave my brand a recognition.
Her diverse creations are what sets her apart from the rest. Tshegofatso combines fabric as she follows the movement of the yarn to create the perfect silhouette for women.
I've extended the scope of my work. I'm now combining crochet with fabric, as you can see with the dress in the corner.
From humble beginnings to international stardom, Tsego's journey is truly inspirational.
It does not matter where you come from. No, it does not matter where you come from. As long as you are living your God-given purpose, anything is possible.
From Africa to the world. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, it's more of Trendz Live. Stick around. Oh man, it's the groovy sounds of TS. It's a sensational tune called Maikanyo from her debut album Toro Camino, and now the Songstress TS is back on the music scene to thrill audiences with more contemporary African jazz tunes. After a rather challenging break, TS joins us on Trendz Live to discuss her journey of courage and recovery, and even more exciting, her new album suitably titled Tsogo-The Rebirth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's TS. Yay! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, I must start by saying congratulations on your Summer 26 nomination for Best Adult Contemporary Album, African Jazz.
Yeah.
Talk to me about why this was so phenomenal for you.
Yeah, it was so phenomenal. I need to start first by, the Toro Camino being my debut album, being nominated for a Summer Award. It was such a big deal. Honestly, it just opened doors for me. And where I am right now, I feel like I'm okay in life because I got nominated. And it was really phenomenal. I still sing the songs today. That was my Gano from the album. So yeah. I feel so blessed.
Incredible. We're so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Let's chat about you. You're a singer, you're a songwriter. Talk to me about the themes that inspire your music.
I wouldn't really call it themes. I would just say that I really just write about my struggles in life. So what I do is that when I go through something, I write something down, but I don't really dwell on my problems. What I do is almost like I write like a motivational message for myself in my songs. You know what I mean? So when I listen to them, they inspire me. You know what I mean? So obviously it will inspire other people. So I just really write about my struggles, and then how to get through them and so forth. Yeah.
It truly is inspiring. And speaking of struggles, you've been speaking very openly on various platforms about the challenges that you have faced, especially the break that you took from music and the recovery. What happened?
So April 2023, the end of April 2023, I went through a stroke. So what they found was a blood clot on the left side of my brain. So now it would hinder my speech. So I couldn't talk, I couldn't write, I couldn't read. So I was lucky enough that they caught it so early. They caught it on that day when everybody could see that there's something going on. I couldn't speak. When I would try to calm down, they say to me, calm down, whatever, and I could not speak at all. I could not speak.
My goodness me. And you also lost your voice.
Of course I lost my voice. If you can't speak, obviously, I lose my voice.
And as a songstress, losing your voice is, I think it's the worst thing ever in the world.
No, it
Talk
is.
to me about what got you through this ordeal.
Oh my word. I went to see a speech therapist. And what happens is they make you read your A, B's and C's. You know what I mean? So that's what I literally needed to start from scratch. Needed to learn language from scratch. Needed to learn Setswana from scratch. English from scratch. So I think what got me through is therapy, of course, a lot of prayer. A whole lot of prayer. And then via music, I just worked with my manager, Matiba Godfrey Pilani, and we just sat on the piano. I was not able to articulate myself well when I was singing, especially because I write my music in Setswana and English, but mostly Setswana. So honestly, I still struggle till today. When I speak too fast, I would slur my words. Do you know what I mean? So I still struggle, but you know what? I'm so happy. I'm still recovering till today.
But you're an overcomer because here you are with your beautiful
courage
sound.
And and wisdom as well. I literally needed to be wise to say, you know what? I will conquer everything that comes my way.
And you did conquer because here you are with a brand new album that's soon to be released. It's called Tsogo-The Rebirth. Talk to me about some of the gems that are coming with this brand new album.
Tsogo-The Rebirth, I feel like I need to explain where it comes from. So Tsogo is almost like wake up, and rebirth means you're reborn type of thing. So I just think that one song that I would say is would stand out is Atamela Tsela Tshweu. That's the name of the album. So what that means is what the song is talking about is the personal quest for success and everything that comes with success. And there's also the truth as well. The truth talks about a girl that is you know, that is doubtful of her potential and is so fearful in life to like follow her dreams. And that girl is me. And I'm sure that everybody will, you know, look at it and listen to it and get inspired by it.
How do you want Tsogo-The Rebirth, the album, to inspire people? How do you want it to touch people? And also, like, maybe you can talk to me about what it means personally for you and how you see that translating.
Of course. Okay, for me, in my life, I just feel like it's a second chance for me at life, because literally I thought I was like signing out. It was over for me, I'm dying. So I survived that. So for me, I just feel like it's a second chance at life. So whoever's going through a new journey, if they were sick or whatever they're going through, or they got fired or whatever it is, you know, I just feel like when they look at the album, or when they listen rather, the album, they must just get inspired by, you know, what it talks about as well. You know, it inspires me as well.
And we truly are inspired. My goodness me. TS, thank you so much for coming on to Trendz Live. We cannot wait to see what else you're going to do.
Thank you so much.
With another summer. I would say it's one part. Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is. That's how we wrap up the show this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't worry, we're back again next week, Friday, 8 p.m. exclusively to SABC News Channel 404. She's playing us out now with her hit track. It's called Leroy. But you can call me Mne. From myself and the rest of the team. Until next time, from our hearts to yours. Au revoir. Bye-bye.
Ya go dula re shebile, go dula